Alright, welcome back. We are into some Jump King. We're going to see how that goes. Gotta fix the sound. This game's a little quiet, so I gotta make sure I can hear it. Alright. Still a little quiet on my end. Your connection is garbage, so you may not be on the stream. Don't worry about it, Andy. Do not worry about it. I appreciate anyone that's here when they can be. Alright, so this is where we were. This is not a good area. This is a very miserable place to be, if I remember. Yeah. We are gonna really struggle with the... Jeez, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was a dumb move right there. Alright, looked like I hit my head there. A little more power. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. Wow, I left myself in a bad spot. This is not a happy place to be. Okay, and I forgot to update the stream again, but I'll do that now. I always forget to do that because I make a quick run to the bathroom and stuff, and I always come back thinking, oh, it's time to start Jump King, but I don't update this Twitch information here. So I'll do that now. Alright, now it should be set to Jump King. Need to remember to do that. That's the thing I forget the most about streaming, is making sure that is always up to date. Okay, we should be good now. Alright. This area is really tough. There's a lot of hard jumps. Great. This is not a good area to be in. I don't know what's coming up next. I've kept things spoiler free. I've not looked ahead, so I don't know how far there is to go. Can't keep making these kind of mistakes. They will come back and bite you really hard when you least expect it. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's start over. That jump's giving me problems. Alright, I can be a little less on this one. That's not a problem. Alright, this one's a problem. Yeah, Milk Crate, your phone's turned upside down. I know. I've heard that. And I agree. I know. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, I can't Alt F4. I can't do that. That would be cheating. I gotta get back up there. Oh, my God. That was the best jump you ever saw. I bet it was. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, that's one of the worst ones yet. That might be the worst fall yet. That really might be it. That might take the cake right there. Yep, 8 stages. I went up 8. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Thanks for following, man. Appreciate it. Oh, my whole world crumbled down. Oh my god. I'm missing that jump by literal inches. I'm just gonna go over here and do it this way. Alright, gray bricks. We're back to that again. We were here 2 streams ago, and apparently we haven't had enough. Oh, man. I don't remember these jumps now. I thought I'd purged them from my mind, thinking I would not have to do them anymore. That was not good. Oh, whole world's twisted, turned upside down. Medieval, what's up, man? You just missed maybe the worst fall I've ever had in Jump King. Maybe the worst ever. I'm still in disbelief. Oh man, that was something else. Yeah, it was bad. It was like 8 screens down at least, maybe more. Oh no. Oh man, that might be a record or something. Back to the gray bricks. I thought I was done with this nonsense. Okay, I made it on there by 1 pixel. I'm almost to the babe. No, I'm not. The babe's like over the hills and far away. The babe is nowhere close. And this jump can make it even worse. That's like... Yeah, it's a game of pixels, man. Missing by literal pixels every time. Literal pixels. Thanks for the resub, man. I really appreciate it. You believe in me? I'm glad someone does, because I don't. Oh, man. Don't go over the edge here. That would just be something. Okay, we're going to get back to the green wind, for God's sake. I hate that part, too. Alright. Welcome back to the green wind. Words of jump wisdom. I don't even think that would help me. There's nothing that can help me. The only saving grace I have right now is that I'm fairly used to this green wind area. Somewhat used to it. Alright, you gotta work with the wind here, you idiot. Keep that in mind. Gotta work with the wind here. I get impatient and I don't want to, and then I get into trouble. To become true Jump King, one must never focus on making the jump, but instead must focus on never not making it. Well, that's good words of wisdom there. You can definitely live by that if you're a Jump Kinger. I can get behind that. I do know these jumps, though, so it's not the end of the world. It felt like it was, but I think we're going to be okay. I really do. These jumps are tricky and they're annoying, but they're not too horrible. Aim for the platforms. Yep, good advice also. Platforms good, open air really bad. Not a fan of this jump right here, but I made it that time on the first try. Okay, we're going to get back to where we were. We're going to get there. I know some of the jumps up ahead now a lot better than I did the last time I was doing this. Working with the wind is more great advice. Alright, can I do a big jump here? Yeah, you can. That's right. You're pretty safe to do. Confucius said, jump more, fall less. If he actually did say that, that would be incredible. That would be funny if he actually did say that in one of his many quotes. No! I didn't mean to slip off. Good God, don't do that again. I did that last stream, I believe. And I really don't need to yell because my voice is not in the best shape it's ever been in, so I gotta try and keep things even-keeled, and I know that's not easy when you play this nutty game. Alright, you have to be on the edge here, or things go really haywire. Okay. I'm getting back. This isn't that terrible anymore. I've been in this area so long now that I kind of know what's going on with it. And on this jump, you have to be further over to the left, as I found that out the hard way as well. Yeah. And this jump is a little difficult, but not the worst one. That's not the worst one either. This one also not bad. Okay. See, we're back to where we were. We are back. That didn't take too long. See, the green wind is now not that big of a problem. This is where I fell 8 screens just a little bit ago. Well, falling true Jump King will let go before they are dragged. I think the actual Confucius thing is something like fall down 8 times, get up 9. Wow, would that ever apply to this, or would it not? The wise Jump King once said, only one true defeat has ever existed, and that is death, so only let yourself be defeated once. You know, that goes back to what you said on another Jump King stream, Atomic, that if you, wouldn't it be funny if you fell so far that it actually killed you and you had to restart from scratch? They should add that as a hardcore mode in Jump King. Iron Man mode. That's a tough one, man. That is a tough one. This is a really tough one. It doesn't look like it. Okay, we got it. Which way did you go here? I gotta refamiliarize myself with all this. It's been a couple of days. That's right, now you can do a big one over here. Now I think you can do a big one up. Yeah? Alright. Alright, and what we were wondering here was, what is there is even at the top? Well, I first thought it was just be a sack of trash at the top. That's what I had convinced myself. I had convinced myself that it was just going to be a sack of trash because I thought the game was too much of a troll to actually put a hot babe up there, but there actually is. There may not be on this version. On the first one there was, though, but we'll see. And how did this guy looking at a statue get up here? That's what we were wondering. Alright, good jump there. Stupid jump there. Okay. You don't want to bounce too far here. That would be really terrible. Alright, these are just some like medium range ones that aren't too bad. Now's when things start getting a little tricky with this one. Tourist up there is the true Jump King. He got up there with a backpack. What, a rocket pack? Like in that old movie, The Rocketeer? That's what that is. That's what that's gotta be. That was a dumb movie. That was a dumb movie. I can't believe that I just remembered it. I even had the Nintendo game for it, and that was even worse. That sucked. That's a piece of crap. Alright. This is not an easy jump. I remember being here last time. It's better to undershoot it than to over. That's fine. You just go back a little ways if you do that. Alright, good. Now if you miss and land where the guy is over there, you have to do some tricky jumps to get back, so let's not do that. And look, up above, it just gets worse. It just gets worse. Somebody else has seen that movie? Yep. I believe it was Disney that put it out. I saw it in the theater with some friends from school, and we were all like, wow, that sucked after it was over, after everyone was like hyped up to see it, and everybody was like, wow, it was dumb. And the Nintendo game for it, I should have expected it to suck, and I got it super cheap, though, so it wasn't a big loss, but it wasn't any good either. It was bad. Alright, we can make this one. No, we can't. I don't care about this guy looking up the girl's skirt. I don't care. I should honestly just do a big jump just to get back over there instead of trying to do something dumb here. That's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, we got to do this again. We did it again. Now, I went too far last time. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Alright, big jump time. Look at these little bitty ledges you have to work with here. This sucks. I loved that when I was a kid. It was dope. A steampunk jetpack themed superhero. The idea of it I really liked. I don't think I dig the story too much. I don't think I was a fan of it. I think there was too many instances when he wasn't flying, and it got a little slow sometimes. Hey, how come golfers always wear 2 pairs of pants in case they get a hole-in-one? Gee, really? Never would have guessed that. Alright, we're going left here. I think they did a Rocketeer remake with modern CGI and a better story. It might be alright. I'm surprised Disney hasn't already tried that. They try everything else with remakes. They're doing Mulan now, the Chinese girl that turns into a warrior. They're doing like a real live version of that, and that was an animated story at one time too. I have no confidence in this jump here, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hey, sometimes it works. I don't think you can go left here. That's not at the right angle. Alright, look at things go. Alright. Making progress. Yeah, they want $30 to watch it on Disney Plus on top of subscription. Disney's become the biggest money grubbing outfit ever. I miss the Disney afternoon with like DuckTales and stuff. That was my favorite version of Disney. Not all this stuff they've acquired that they didn't create. They didn't create Star Wars. Give me a break. That's an acquisition, not a creation. Let's try this jump. Oh, it just gets worse. I think I already made it here one time, and this screen right here, this next one, I think is as far as I made it. I'm going up the right direction. Well, for now, that can change at any split second. Alright. Yes, things are working. Here we go. Let's go. Alright. Grab a drink real quick. Don't want to go too fast. That's when I get in trouble. You hate they acquired Star Wars IP? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But it's not George Lucas. It's hard to think it's Star Wars, really. Disney's who EA wants to be. Yeah, it's like a hostile takeover of the world. Disney's trying to rule everything like Amazon's ruling the economic shipping and buying business. Okay, we need medium range here. That's what we're looking at, medium range. Okay. If I do that again, it's not going to be enough. Maybe I do need to do exactly that again. I was there, man. I was there. Oh, I'm calling foul on that one. I was there. I have to do this again. Okay, we're gonna get back to it. Oh shit! Could have been worse. I need to not complain. I didn't fall through the entire green skies again. They could have at least let this be like somewhat of a checkpoint area. At least. That really hurt my throat. Oh, that hurt. Oh, no. You should have seen the fall before that one. It was worse. If you can believe it. This area sucks. This area just plain sucks. There's no bones about it. Never even tried this game before ever, so I don't know if this even helps at all, but I figured, what the heck, I might as well see if I can help, so I figured I should tell you that if I did notice something, you hold your jump button down for too long, sometimes and other times you actually hold down your jump button for not long enough. Great advice. I will keep that, and I will take that advice to heart. That sounds great. That doesn't sound great! Oh no, this is not a good stream. If you make it past that stupid area with the marble statues and crap, is there going to be some kind of checkpoint? Oh no. You will never convince me to play this game. I'll end up smashing too many things. Well, the multiplayer version's coming out next year. You gotta play it. We can do some kind of duo on it, right? Your game. I know you are. That sounds like so much fun. I know we can do it. We can get to the hot babe at the end. That should be incentive enough for anyone. I mean, I thought it was a sack of trash at the end, and I still kept trying to get it. Oh, come on! Stupid freaking wind. I hate this part. I really hate this jump right here. It just gets on my nerves. You have to be patient. I'm not patient. Ugh! I'm going to try something else here in a second. And that's probably not what I should do, but I'm thinking about it. Okay, that worked. Is there a teleporter? I wish. That would be really cool. The boss is me. I'm trying to beat... The only enemy here is me. That has been proven. Okay, we're going to go back up. I don't know how many times I've gone up this thing. It's been a lot. I was about to say, don't pop straight out into the wind right there. That would have been really bad. Yes, we could, but a short stream when I rage and walk away. Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Medieval has left the building. Your little camera box would be like a TV when you put it on the wrong channel. It'd just be like fuzz and static. That's what I should turn your face cam on as. Alright, see? Things are working again. We're going to get back up there. You make an octopus laugh. Your jokes are not helping here. We're trying to do... We're being serious. We're doing Jump King. It's serious stuff here. There's no time for jokes. There's only time for progress and moving upwards. That's the only thing we're focusing on here is progress. Nothing else in the world matters right now except getting the job done. What? Okay, that could have been so much worse. Don't do that again, please. Oh, no! Oh, no. Calm down. Things are not as what they seem. We also have a few Pokemon. I've got a Pikachu. Maybe I could break that out. Maybe that would help. I've got Pokemon Red for the Game Boy. Think that would help. There we go. Okay, that's not that bad of a jump anymore. I just have to... This one I've gotten better at too, and this one's just a small one. What am I doing? Stop hitting the controller. Stop it. Do not hit the controller. Pikachu is my favorite too. I like Dragonite. That's a cool one. Okay, all kinds of garbage right there. I'm not far enough over on the edge. I'm not far enough over. Get off the ramp, please. Please get off that ramp. Go up, go up. What? That's the... No! You know... You know what? When I fall, I get pissed off, and then I play even worse. And the game is designed for that to happen. It's designed... Okay, I made it. I almost threw myself off the ledge again. Aim more towards the platforms. You think? Thanks, Captain Obvious. Alright, we're going back. Good God, man. Work with the wind here, Mixer. You know that. You're impatient as hell, but that's not going to change anything. You have to work with the wind here. The flagpoles right there are just a distraction. You don't have to use those. Now, that part I was just on, that castle part right there, if you fall right there, you fall back to even to the lower levels where the ice is. You're safe as long as you stay in the middle of that stone castle area. But if you don't stay there, you are in really bad trouble. Alright, last time I was able to do that. Why am I not able to do it this time? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Definitely would. I'd be in such a hurry to get back up where I'd never get back. Yeah, that's me. That worked last time. Why does it not work this time? Game is wrong. I am right. I disagree. See, that time it worked just fine. That's probably because I moved over a little bit more, but we're not going to mention that again. We're not going to mention it. Probably see if it keeps falling. Yeah. Show me the ice. You'll see the ice area again, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll see it. Okay, back in the middle area here. That's where I was trying to get to. Now we do the little wall bounce to bounce back up to where we're supposed to be. This is not where we're supposed to be right here. I don't like that part. I'm going to have to make an adjustment for that next time because that's twice now that's scared the living crap out of me. You can make it up to here. You can do big jumps here. That's one plus, is big jumps are not totally out of the question here. It's the medium range jumps in the wind that are the scary ones. Okay. We're getting back up there. That's one thing I've done a fairly decent job about, is not falling back to the ice area. I've done it once, but that's it. Okay, here's where I keep screwing up. Not this time, man. Not this time. We are back to Lost Frontier. This area is horrible. This is the worst area yet. Because it's all just a bunch of little jumps. There's no wind. But the platforms are tiny. And there's a lot of open air. Okay, which way did you go here? You go right. Some of the screens aren't too bad, like this one's pretty easy. But then hell starts breaking loose when you get up to here. Okay. I jump so much better when there's no pressure. I cannot show you the ice area, I refuse. I might show it to you unwillingly. I really might do that. Nope, not far enough. That's fine. You can... Oh, jeez. Jeez. Okay. It's okay to undershoot that one back there. It really is. I'm hoping I'm at least like halfway through this one. I'm hoping. Please stop falling there. It's not the end of the world. It's just tedious and annoying. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. It could have been 100,000,000 times worse right there. What was that? I didn't know that was even possible. Apparently it is, especially if you can do it 2 times in a row. I bet that's harder to do than actually make the jump correctly. And I've done it twice in a row. Let's not do it a 3rd time. How about? See, you don't do it a 3rd time. That's dumb stuff. Okay, back to Lost Frontier. Lost Frontier just get... No! Okay, we're stuck in it. Oh no. What if you tried planning your fall before each jump? Each hard jump, think ahead of what you might want to do if you fall. That might help the big setbacks. At this point, anything would help. That's not bad. The terrible part about falling in this place is the wind pushing back and forth. Sometimes you'll fall in the most horrific way imaginable, and other times it'll push you onto a ledge where you can just instantly recover. I think that may be the worst part about this area. Is there's no consistency whatsoever. None. I'm thankful there's not snow in this area, because in that last version of Jump King, the regular mode, the wind is in the snow area. Okay, back to Lost Frontier. How many times am I going to have to climb back to this? And then I have to... This one I need to be a little more careful with, because you can undershoot it far better than you can overshoot it. Okay, very close right there, but it was successful. Here's an easy one. Things just get way more tricky right here. Still okay to make a little mistake here and there. Alright, we've recovered fairly nicely. And this is where things start coming unglued a bit. Alright. I don't know how I didn't fall there. I thought I landed on the little slope, but I did not. That time I went too far. Crap. Do it all again. That's where some of that impatience comes from right there. You miss the jump, you want to instantly get back to where you were to try it again, and in the process you fail some of the easier ones. That is the name of the game. So okay to undershoot that one. Okay. We're working back into it. I went too far last time on... Or I went too far... Yeah, I went way too far on this one. Not this time, though. Alright. Okay. I've never made it beyond this screen. This is as far as I've ever made it, is right to this area. I've never made it beyond the screen. I don't know what's above it. You had to... This is why I've not made it above it. See, you have to land on the flagpole. And this is where I failed when I made it up this far last time. But we're gonna try it. Holy crap. Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. Oh, look at this. Uh-oh. Okay. Mental note, big jump there, not the answer. Okay, that time the wind saved me. If the wind had been going back to the right, I would have been going down. Oh no, I'm not that far away. I can get back. I can get back. That was a painful fall though. I lost all my progress in that frontier area. I lost all of it. I thought I did it right that time. Apparently not. I really thought I did it right that time. Apparently there's a little more power needed in that jump than I was expecting. That's an easy one though. You shouldn't miss easy ones. Really shouldn't. Alright, we're going back up. Don't do that again. Oh, what?! Ugh! Oh no, it is... Now I forgot how... Oh, the wheels are coming off. Wheels are coming off. Oh no. Everything cascades. One bad thing changes to another. Yeah. That's about right there. That emote is perfect for this game. I did figure out that one right there, though. That saves a little time on that jump. That's not the worst one in the world anymore. That used to be way more annoying than that. Not a fan of this because you have to jump in the middle. I've gotten a little better at it. Alright, back up this again. Good God. Need to be a little more careful with this. Okay. That time we were more careful and it paid off. That was close to disaster. That was close. I will say, though, this wind area is a little bit easier than the one in the area with the cliffs and the snow that I did before. I will say this area is a little easier than that, believe it or not. I've had a lot of problems with this, but I think I had more problems with the other one. Okay, we're going to go back up here. Back to Lost Frontier. That's fine, you can miss that one. It's not that big of a deal. You just can't miss this one. If you go a little too far here, it is bad. Come on, just bounce off the wall, man. It's not that tough. Okay, you go right here. That's correct. Most other people I watch that stream the game don't even make it past to the first babe. They don't even finish the first version of the game. They get stuck at the bottom. And then I don't see them stream it again. I wonder why. Oh, missed it by just a little. That's fine. That's not fine. Well, actually it is. That could have been 100 times worse. Because this is just a couple of easy jumps to get back to where we were. Too far. Way too far. Okay, but you can recover with that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I know I don't sound fine, but I'm okay. I'm actually okay with that. Just fine with it. Don't jump too far there. Good Lord. Anything but that. Okay. Do that again. Okay. I think you go right here. I haven't been up here a whole lot. I don't have it memorized. Alright. Alright, getting a little bit better at this part, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. Alright. Alright. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. We gotta make this one. We've just got to. Made it by 4 pixels. A big jump. I already made it this far once. Alright, a big jump here was not the answer. It was not the answer here. I tried it. It didn't work. Medium range. Okay, that platform is bigger than it looks, actually. Now we got this little nub platform on the left. I didn't make it, man. I just didn't. Okay. Alright, we can get back. We can get back to it. We're gonna get back to it. That's not that bad. Oh, it's so nerve-wracking, man. It is so nerve-wracking. We can do it. We can do it. Yes. Do that again. Alright. Now I have to land on that? Oh, no. I didn't land on it, though. That sucks. That really sucks. That sucks worse. Screw everything. Screw everything. I was so far, man. I was so far. I was so far. I was close. I really was. I was close to the next screen. I don't even know what the next screen would have been, but I was close to seeing it. Oh my God. Might have been something cool. Who knows? Now I've forgotten how to do this because I've gotten so impatient. That's not even how you do it. You can't watch anymore. I don't blame you. Good luck. You're gonna head out. Thanks, man. Appreciate you dropping by and resubbing. I really appreciate it. I will catch you later. Oh, man. Times are tough indeed in Jump King. But we will press on towards victory. No matter how bleak it might get, I'm gonna keep pushing on. Thanks, man. I'll need every last scrap of luck. I know that for sure. No. Oh, man. This would probably be a good spot to end it. It probably would be, but I should get a little bit higher up. I should work a little bit more. I hate to leave it in a bad spot. Been going about 2 hours. It's so depressing to fall that far. It really is. It sucks so much, but what can you do except to just keep plugging away and hoping for the best? Now, it's not hoping for the best, it's making the best. It's up to me whether I succeed or fail. So I can't hope for it, I gotta do it. Alright, just about screwed that up by ramming into the ledge right there. That would have been good. Would have been another terrible fall. Like I said, this place isn't the worst in the world. You just gotta be patient, and I'm not very patient, so... I've done it a bunch already, so I kind of know what I'm up against here. That Lost Frontier area, that is just a tough place to deal with. Alright, we're getting back to it though. We're back. Welcome back. Okay, you go right here, I think. Yeah. Gotta make up lost ground. Angry Nerd wants to say, this game is a piece of fucking shit. Yeah, I've seen him before, the Angry Video Game Nerd. I have seen it. He should play this game. If he wants some rage, he should play this. He should definitely give this one a shot. Wow, I actually made that jump on the first try that time. Did not expect it. Alright, these jumps aren't the worst in the world. They really aren't. Okay, making a little headway here. Making some headway. Not a fan of this one. That's why I'm not a fan of it. Now I don't know where I am. Can you even get back? Yeah, if you go here. It's doable. It's doable. Alright. We're getting back to where we were. Okay. Didn't make it. Okay. Not the end of the world. Still good. Still good. Happened again. Alright. This is where as far as we've been. I did it again, man. I did it again. I went too far. Could have been worse. It could have been worse. Oh, man. Nothing to do except to keep plugging away. I'm never giving this up. Ever. I don't care if it takes a year. I'm getting through it. I am gonna get through it. What am I doing? You're not supposed to even go that way. You're supposed to go this way. Alright, we're going to get back to where we were. How many times am I going to say that? We're going to get back to where we were. I've said that a million times. Alright. Making these jumps again. That's not that bad. I went too far. That's fine. You can go back over here with a big jump and you don't have to worry about falling again. I didn't know that at first and I made some mistakes there, but... Oh, no, 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 no! Okay, that's fine. This is where the stream started, right here. At least I haven't gone back down to the ice area. I feel like if I go down that far again, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. And I've had to do the green wind so many times that I'm pretty accustomed to that now. I have improved at the game. I will say that. Skills do mean something here. You just got to get a feel for the timing. But you can't always be 100% accurate. Some of the achievements for this, like go up to the top without falling, that is unreal. I can't believe a human being has accomplished it. I really can't. I hate the little flagpole jumps. I really do. Shit. Could be worse. What did I just say? It could be worse, man. It could be worse. And it's not like I should be excited about gaining ground or anything, because things are always going to be harder in this game. There was actually kind of like a save checkpoint in the first Jump King levels where you got to the chapel. That was like a save point, but I'm betting there's not going to be any more save points in these harder versions of the game. That's my guess. There might be at some point, not that I've seen one yet, but maybe there eventually will be. I just haven't made it far enough to know. I have no idea. But maybe we'll find out one day. That's what I'm hoping. I'm not the type to give up. I grew up in the 80s playing crap like Battletoads and stuff like that, so I'm accustomed to some difficult games, but this one is quite something. Battletoads, always bring that up. That's going to get streamed one day. It's going to be the biggest train wreck ever, but it's going to get streamed. That'll probably take longer to beat than this. Never got very far with that one. It always made me extremely angry. I didn't go far enough. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it! Now I'm in the wrong place. Alright, if I can make it back to the Lost Frontier area, I may call it for the day. It's been 2 hours. Voice is pretty sore. But I don't want to give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do is give up at something. That's what I've always been told. Of course, even when things seem impossible, sometimes ramming your head into the wall for it over and over is pretty dumb too, but I can't help that. That's what I do sometimes. Alright, let's go. Oh, Jesus! The game could show a hint of mercy every now and then. It would be great. I have figured this little jump out. This one used to really... I say that and then it fails. Okay, nice. And it fails again. Alright, that time it worked. I've been so high up there several times and not got anything to show for it. I guess the YouTube version of this session of Jump King will be called Zero Progress. That's what it'll be called. Just plain old zero progress, because that's what this is. Screw the wind. So sick of this wind. It makes none of the other jumps in this area are that bad, but that one, the wind always messes it up 100% of the time. Where am I going? Not obviously not the right way. 100% of the time. I'm jumping earlier this time. There we go. Stupidity abound. Stupidity abound. Absolute disaster in one way or another. Alright, now I would just be happy to get back to the green area. Might not even get back to the green area. Might not happen. Okay, I'm gonna at least get back to the green area. I don't want to be here anymore, man. I don't want to be here anymore. This is the last place on Earth I want to be, is in this green wind garbage. But I shouldn't say anything, because I'm probably going to be here for quite some time. That's the best way to think about it. I think I've actually ruined that jump before by slamming into the wall too hard. Not in a good position for this jump. No, of course not. Alright, managed to get it anyway. Trying my best. Never give up. I got in there. Bull crap. Guess you want to undershoot that before you want to overshoot it. That's for sure. You overshoot it, you're going back to the Silver Castle area. I did it again. I did it again. A little more power. Come on. There we go. It's not that bad of a jump. It's really not. Really not that bad. Ride the wind. Keep rolling. Gonna get back to where we were. If I get back to the marble place right here, I'm going to stop for the day. At least that way I won't have lost any progress. If I can get there, that is questionable, but... Okay. That's where things started, was right here, and that's where they're going to end. So I didn't make any progress, but maybe I got a little bit better at the game, so I got to try and focus on some positives. So... I'm going to call it here for today. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Sorry I couldn't do any better. I'm definitely not very good at this game, but I will not give up on it. That is for sure. So, let's see. I've lost the mouse cursor and everything. I don't even know where the mouse cursor is. Yeah, it's like gone. This is really weird. Alright, there's the mouse. Okay. Anyways. this is going to be it for me today. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Hope everyone has a good day, and I will catch y'all another time. So take care until then.